There's a simple truth that we often overlook. Everything is energy. Your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, they all operate on a frequency. And the question is, where are you directing that energy? Too often we focus on things outside of our control. We compare ourselves to others. We chase validation. We spend time worrying about what people think. And in doing so, we leak energy that could have been used for something far more important. Ourselves. Imagine if instead of seeking approval, you invested that energy into your own growth. Imagine if you channeled your time into learning, developing your skills, and understanding what truly drives you. The reality is what you put out, you get back. If you pour energy into negativity, fear, or doubt, that's what you attract. But if you focus on self-improvement, on becoming the best version of yourself, opportunities begin to align in ways you never imagined. Look at the most successful, fulfilled people in the world. They don't chase external validation. They master their own energy. They protect their time. They invest in themselves. And because of that, they create impact. The distractions will always be there. Social media will always make someone else's life seem better. Society will always have opinions. But none of that matters if you know where your energy belongs, on you. Because when you master your energy, you master your life. And that's when everything changes. There's a simple truth that we often overlook. Everything is energy. Your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, they all operate on a frequency. And the question is, where are you directing that energy? Too often we focus on things outside of our control. We compare ourselves to others. We chase validation. We spend time worrying about what people think. And in doing so, we leak energy that could have been used for something far more important. Ourselves. Imagine if instead of seeking approval, you invested that energy into your own growth. Imagine if you channeled your time into learning, developing your skills, and understanding what truly drives you. The reality is, what you put out, you get back. If you pour energy into negativity, fear, or doubt, that's what you attract. But if you focus on self-improvement, on becoming the best version of yourself, opportunities begin to align in ways you never imagined. Look at the most successful, fulfilled people in the world. They don't chase external validation. They master their own energy. They protect their time. They invest in themselves. And because of that, they create impact. The distractions will always be there. Social media will always make someone else's life seem better. Society will always have opinions. But none of that matters if you know where your energy belongs, on you. Because when you master your energy, you master your life. And that's when everything changes. Everything in life operates on energy. Your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, each one carries a frequency shaping the reality you experience. Yet too often, we fail to recognize the power we have over our own energy. Instead of focusing on what we can control, we give our energy away to things that drain us, distractions, negativity, and external validation. But the truth is, if you want to change your life, you have to start by directing your energy inward. Because what you put out into the world is what comes back to you. Think about the moments when you felt the most exhausted, not physically, but emotionally and mentally. It's rarely because of hard work. It's because of misaligned energy. It's because you've spent too much time worrying about other people's opinions, chasing someone else's definition of success, or holding on to negativity that doesn't serve you. Every time you engage in self-doubt, comparison, or overthinking, you're giving away your energy to things that don't contribute to your growth. And the more energy you waste on external distractions, the less you have left for what truly matters, yourself. Now imagine shifting that energy back to yourself. Imagine what would happen if instead of worrying about what others are doing, you focused on improving your own skills. If instead of seeking approval, you worked on becoming so good that approval became irrelevant. When you focus on yourself, you gain control over your energy. And when you gain control over your energy, you start attracting the right opportunities, people, and experiences into your life. The energy you put out shapes the world around you. If you operate from a place of growth, learning, and purpose, the world will respond accordingly. But this isn't about ignoring others or living in isolation. It's about realizing that your primary responsibility is to master yourself first. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give your best to your work, your relationships, or your dreams if your energy is constantly scattered. The most successful and fulfilled individuals are those who understand this. They don't allow distractions to dictate their path. They don't compare their journey to others. They don't waste time trying to control things outside of themselves. Instead, they focus on their own discipline, mindset, and personal evolution. The shift begins when you decide to take ownership of your energy, when you wake up each day and choose to invest in yourself, when you stop giving your energy away to things that drain you and start directing it toward things that build you. Because when you focus on yourself, everything changes. You become stronger, clearer, and more intentional. You begin to attract the right opportunities because your energy aligns with the life you want to create. And most importantly, you stop waiting for external validation and start realizing that everything you need is already within you. Everything is energy. The question is, are you using yours to create the life you want, or are you letting it slip away? Everything in life is energy. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you move, it all carries a frequency. And that frequency determines the life you create. Yet so many of us go through life unaware of this power. Instead of focusing on where our energy is going, we give it away without thinking. We waste it on things that don't serve us, on people who drain us, on worries that hold no real weight. And then we wonder why we feel stuck, exhausted, or unfulfilled. The truth is, if you want to change your life, you have to change where your energy flows. You have to take back control and direct it towards something that actually builds you up. Most people don't realize how much energy they're leaking every single day. They spend hours scrolling through social media, comparing their life to someone else's highlight reel. They replay past mistakes in their heads, draining themselves over things they can't change. They seek validation from others, hoping that someone will finally tell them they're good enough. And in doing so, they give their power away. They let external factors control their inner state. But the reality is, no amount of external approval will ever be enough if you don't first validate yourself. No amount of success will ever feel fulfilling if your energy is being dictated by things outside of you. Now imagine shifting that energy inward. Imagine if instead of chasing validation, you focused on developing your own skills. Imagine if instead of comparing your life to others, you worked on making your own life something worth celebrating. When you focus on yourself, everything changes. You start to move differently. You start to think differently. You start to attract opportunities that align with your growth simply because your energy is no longer being wasted on distractions. When you channel your energy into personal development, into learning, into becoming the best version of yourself, the world around you begins to shift. The right people come into your life, the right doors open, things that once felt impossible suddenly become achievable. Not because the world changed, but because your energy did. This isn't about being selfish. It's about understanding that you cannot give your best to the world if you are constantly depleted. Think about it. When you're drained, do you show up as the best version of yourself? When your energy is scattered, do you make the best decisions? Of course not. When you take care of your energy, you gain clarity, you gain confidence, you gain the ability to navigate life with purpose instead of reacting to whatever comes your way. The most successful, fulfilled people don't get there by accident. They get there because they understand the importance of protecting their energy. They don't let negativity consume them. They don't waste time on things they can't control. They focus on their vision, their growth, their mission, and because of that, they create impact. The truth is, the life you want is already within your reach. The only thing standing between you and that life is where you're placing your energy. Every thought, every action, every decision is either moving you closer to that life or pulling you further away. The question is, are you in control of that energy, or are you letting the world dictate it for you? Are you using your energy to build something meaningful, or are you wasting it on distraction? The moment you decide to take ownership of your energy is the moment everything begins to shift, because when you focus on yourself, when you invest in your growth, when you align your energy with the life you want to create, that's when everything starts falling into place, and that's when real transformation begins. Everything you do, everything you think, and everything you feel is energy. Your energy is your greatest asset, yet most people don't realize how much of it they waste every single day. We often give our energy away to things that drain us, negative thoughts, self-doubt, unnecessary conflicts, and the opinions of others. We spend hours worrying about things that don't serve us, replaying mistakes from the past, or fearing outcomes that may never happen. And then we wonder why we feel exhausted, unmotivated, or stuck. The truth is, where your focus goes, your energy flows. If you want to take control of your life, you must take control of your energy. One of the biggest ways people waste energy is by constantly comparing themselves to others. It's easy to look at someone else's success and feel like you're behind. Social media makes it even worse, giving you an endless stream of highlight reels that make your own journey feel insignificant. But what you don't see are the struggles, the failures, the moments of doubt that those people had to overcome. Everyone is on their own path. The more time you spend comparing yourself to others, the less time you have to improve yourself. Instead of focusing on what someone else is doing, ask yourself, how can I be better than I was yesterday? Because the only person you should ever compete with is yourself. Another way we lose energy is by seeking validation. Too many people let their self-worth depend on what others think of them. They make choices based on approval rather than authenticity. But no amount of external validation will ever be enough if you don't believe in yourself first. The most confident and successful people don't need applause to keep going. They trust their vision. They believe in their own path. And because of that, people naturally gravitate toward them. The irony is, the less you seek validation, the more you attract it. When you focus on yourself, on mastering your craft, on becoming the best version of who you can be, respect and recognition come as a byproduct. But they should never be the goal. Distractions are another major drain on energy. Every notification, every unnecessary conversation, every moment spent on things that don't align with your goals takes energy away from what truly matters. Successful people are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are simply the most focused. They know where their energy belongs, and they protect it at all costs. They say no to things that don't serve them. They set boundaries. They prioritize what moves them forward. The more disciplined you are with your energy, the more progress you will make. The key to mastering your energy is to become intentional. Ask yourself, where is my energy going? Is it helping me grow, or is it holding me back? Every thought you think, every action you take is either an investment in your future or a drain on your potential. When you start being mindful of your energy, everything changes. You begin to attract the right people, the right opportunities come into your life. You stop feeling drained because you're no longer giving your energy to things that don't serve you. This is the power of focus. When you focus on yourself, on your growth, on your purpose, on your own journey, you create a life that feels fulfilling. You no longer need to chase happiness because it becomes a natural result of the energy you cultivate. Everything in life is energy. The question is, are you using yours to create the life you want, or are you letting it slip away? The moment you take full ownership of your energy, you take full ownership of your life. And that is when everything starts to fall into place. Everything in life is energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions all carry a frequency. The way you use that energy determines the quality of your life. Yet most people don't realize they have complete control over where their energy goes. Instead, they let distractions, negativity, and external circumstances dictate their focus. They react instead of creating. They give their energy away to things that do not serve them, and then they wonder why they feel stuck, drained, or unfulfilled. The truth is, if you want to take control of your life, you must take control of your energy. And the first step to doing that is becoming aware of where you are placing it. Most people live in a constant state of reaction. They react to emails, to messages, to news, to other people's opinions. They react to problems that aren't even theirs to solve. And every time they do, they give a little more of their energy away. They wake up with the intention to focus on something important, but by the end of the day, they realize they've spent their time on distractions instead. This cycle repeats day after day, and over time it creates a life that feels unfulfilled. But what if you decided to shift? What if, instead of reacting to everything around you, you became intentional about where your energy goes? What if, instead of giving your energy to things that drain you, you directed it toward things that build you? When you focus on yourself, you reclaim your energy. You stop being pulled in 100 different directions by things that don't truly matter. You stop letting other people's opinions dictate your choices. You stop seeking approval for every step you take. Instead, you start moving with purpose. You start making decisions based on what is right for you, not what is expected of you. And when you do that, something incredible happens. Your energy multiplies. You no longer feel exhausted because you're no longer wasting energy on things that don't align with your vision. You become more confident, more focused, more driven. And that shift in energy starts to attract the right opportunities, the right people, and the right circumstances into your life. It's important to understand that where your energy goes, your life follows. If you pour your energy into worrying, into doubt, into negativity, that is what you will experience. But if you invest your energy in learning and growth and creating, you will see your life transform in ways you never imagined. Energy is like a magnet. It pulls in whatever it aligns with. That's why the most successful people are not necessarily the most talented, the most intelligent, or even the most fortunate. They are simply the ones who have mastered their energy. They don't waste time on things outside of their control. They don't allow distractions to steal their focus. They know where their energy belongs, and they protect it fiercely. This is not about ignoring the world around you. It's about understanding that your greatest impact comes when you are at your best. You cannot give your best to others if you are constantly running on empty. You cannot make a difference if your energy is scattered and unfocused. The more you take care of your energy, the more you have to give. The more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become to those around you. This is why focusing on yourself is not selfish, it is necessary. The people who change the world are the ones who first learn to master themselves. Everything is energy. Your success, your happiness, your growth, it all depends on where your energy is flowing. The question is, are you in control of your energy, or is it being controlled by everything around you? Are you using it to build the life you want, or are you letting it slip away? The moment you take ownership of your energy is the moment you take ownership of your future. And when you do that, you stop waiting for life to change. You become the force that changes it.